These are my flowers. They're looking really great this year, and especially these ones, ponytail amaranthus ponytails, I'm impressed with, and anthuriums, many colors. This is the bed where I had my onions, overwintered onions, these 2 rows, and I harvested. Then I directly sowed 2 varieties of spinach. On the left side, you can see this is dark green color. On the right side, light green color. This is New Zealand spinach. It is doing really good, and we've been harvesting them last, I think, 1.5 months or so. That one is Okra, Indian variety, and the chard at the end. This is my chard bed. Been harvesting almost every alternative day, and some of the spring onion. This is the fennel in between the loganberry and raspberry, and also I got this celeriac. Not many, only 10 plants I planted this year. This was my parsley bed earlier, and I removed them. We had plenty of harvest, and now the celery is growing there. These are my mint, and this side as well. You can see both sides of the pot. You can see these are my kale plants. They're doing very well, no issues. Couple of varieties of kale. These are the borlata beans, and all of them started putting the proper pods. And look at here, the big ones now. So I let them dry in the plant itself, and then I harvest them and store them. These are my French climbing beans, yellow color. You can see lots of beans. We've been harvesting last 2 weeks. The other side of the bed, we got dwarf beans. You can see the beans everywhere, yellow color and purple color beans in there. These are my dwarf beans. I already harvesting last 2 weeks. You can see the fruit of these dwarf beans, and yellow color fruit, and there's a purple color fruit as well. These are my melon plants. You can see fully occupied, and let's start from here. This is the Indian cucumber, dosakaya. I got 6 of them, and if you see here, this is one variety of melons. I got 7 of them, 3 of them here, and some of them are hiding. And if you see, this is a different variety of melon. I got I think 11 of them everywhere, and look at here. And this is another variety of melon. I got, I think, 12 of them. This is my cantaloupe plant, and have 3 plants, and some of them has got good fruit in here. These are my kuka melons. You can see shed loads of fruit in there, and last year also had a lot of fruit, and I'm happy that at least I can harvest these. You can see one in here, one in there. There are 6 of them nearby. This year I managed to somehow keep them survive, and they are looking good, and they have a red okra and ready to be harvested in the other place as well. This is the lemon plant. Lemons are getting bigger. You can see there, you can see there, you can see there. So I got around 20 this year. This is the sweet potato, looking really nice and spreading like anything. Let's see how it does this year. These are first and second early potatoes. Some of them are gone yellow. That's why I took the stems to the ground level. I'll be harvesting them this week, and these are my main crop, still growing, and I'll be harvesting them in the August 2nd week. This is the okra. I got 5 pots, and all of them are looking really good. These are the carrots. I just need another few weeks to pick these up. This is the third batch. These are my first batch of carrots. I started picking them up already, and so far 3 batches. This is the carrot pot I sowed 3 weeks back, and these are 8 days old. They just came up, I think, yesterday. These are my winter storage carrots. This is my sweet corn bed. You can see they've grown so tall. One is actually competing with my sunflower plant, and most of them have got pots. There you go. So everywhere they're pots, and hopefully soon I'll have some of them ready for harvest. These are my outside tomatoes, and every plant has got a fruit in it. So I'm just waiting for them to ripen. This is my second greenhouse. The tomatoes, look at the size of the tomato there, huge. And look at these tomatoes. This is different variety again. There are loads of tomatoes. This is my second greenhouse where I planted the tomatoes. I have been harvesting these matured and ripened tomatoes more than a month now, and you can see this is slightly ripened already, and from the bottom of the plant I started harvesting. Now it's going up slowly, and that one is almost completely harvested up. My cucumbers are doing really well this year. This is I think crystal apple. I managed to harvest 12 of them from 2 plants. This one is another Indian gourd variety called sponge gourd, and there is a fruit in here. Look at that. So it's doing well. It's climbed up all the way to this arch. These are my chilies, aubergines and peppers. And let me show you these peppers. These are purple, dark purple color variety, and these are color spectrum, so that means you get multiple colors. And if you see this side, look at the amount of peppers for one plant. There are 8 in there. And look at this same plant, and look at that, there are 4 in there. So these are the sweet peppers. The chilies, look at this. This is a Ramataj variety, short height plant. And look at these chilies. My goodness, we've been harvesting the chilies more than a month and a half now, and these are called devil's brew, seriously spicy ones. We have to be careful when we cook them, so we have to use very less quantity. Look at this aubergine. This is the Turkish orange variety of aubergine. Glad I managed to get a lot of fruit in it. This is the variety called Bonica. You can see there are 3 fruit in here. There's another there. I harvested I think 4 of them so far. These are my Brussels sprouts, and they're doing good. And I put few cabbage plant this side and the other side. And this one is my coriander, cut and come again variety, Calypso. These are cullets. They are still growing. Hopefully they'll be ready by November or December time. That's what generally they do. These are my courgettes and one marrow. I've been harvesting them last 2 weeks. Shed loads of courgettes and marrows are coming. This is my banana plant outside, and so far it's looking good. This is my cooking pumpkin plant called VB Little or Jake Little. Look at that pumpkin, it's ready to be picked up and cook like a normal vegetable. These are the pumpkin variety called Baby Bear. This is the pumpkin called Cinderella. It's too big. This is the pumpkin variety called Zombie, and this is the pumpkin variety called Evergreen. It's gone so big. Again, this is pumpkin, another variety called I think it's a baby beer again. These are the squashes, and this is zephyr, and this is honey boat, and this one is yeah, the small fruit started now. This is sweet dumpling, and this is a spaghetti, baby spaghetti this called. This is the squash variety called Trimbancino. I already harvested 2, and then 2 more are there. This is the squash variety called butterbush. It's a butternut variety, but it's a bush. You can see there are 2 fruits in there. This is the squash, Turkish tauben, and look at the size of the squash. And okay, one more there. This is the squash variety called baked potato, and this is another squash variety called baby spaghetti. This is another squash called sunshine, and this is the butternut squash. I already harvested 3 of the fruit, big fruits, and this one is called autumn crown. I can see a fruit in there and another fruit in there. These are my squashes. Every squash plant has got fruit now. This is butternut squash hairier variety, and I got 2 plants, and there's one more plant called hunter variety butternut squash. This is my only grape, and I'm so lucky to have some grapes this year. Hopefully next year I'll get better crop. This is only the 2nd year though. Raspberries started coming up. I started picking them up as well, and plants are looking really good, and hoping to have a good crop this year. These are the special strawberries. I don't know the name of it. You can see they're very tasty, and they basically give you the fruit until end of October. I got 3 plants. One is not yet established, but the 2 established plant you can see, and also there's one here and there's one down there. Really tasty fruit. And this is my fig, it's doing well. Somehow 2 fruit got dropped, but there are quite a few there. I mean, I think another 4 in there, and it's doing well.